today, Radio Democracy will talk about the life of General Maxwell Kobe and how he returned power to the late President Ahmad Tijan Kaba. Well, Maxwell Kobe now one of Nigerian Army Brigadier General, where Semeso served as commander of the ECOMOG Peacekeeping Force na Salon from 1997 to 1998. Maxwell Kobe now be one of the greatest general in the Nigerian military history, and how he restore power to President Ahmad Tijan Kaba. You go know more inside the program as we get with studio guests. Also, I'll go on for welcome Ambassador Alie Bangura, we are one of the pioneers of Radio Democracy. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning, family.
Okay, and inside the program we also get Fullah. We are one of the pioneers of Radio Democracy. As himself, they are supposed to talk about how Maxwell Kobe restore power to the late President Ahmad Tijan Kaba. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Good morning. Thank you. We get with this morning for talk about a very great man.
Okay.
A fine military officer.
Okay, we can talk more about that later on inside the program. And I also want to welcome my other studio guest, we are Zainab Bashir, in the principal in the Hill Valley Academy. As in there for talk about the Hill Valley Academy fundraising dinner. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salome.
Good morning, Famulde. Unaduo. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Okay, continue for the between the program. So now we come to Ambassador Alie Bangura. We are one of the pioneers of Radio Democracy. As in there so today for talk about how the late General Maxwell Kobe be restore power to the late President Ahmad Tijan Kaba. With that short background, the word on give. So you can tell me more about General Maxwell Kobe.
Okay, General Maxwell Kobe, I think I will start for the able learn how to pronounce that Sunday.
Okay.
To Kobe. Kobe.
Kobe. Okay.
Is General Mitikishi Maxwell Kobe.
Okay.
Okay. General Kobe born na Yola, northern Nigeria, United States. We call Adamawa State. And when Sierra Leone been troubled as a result of a coup where we military collude with rebels and overthrow a government we elected just 13 months before that date of the coup on the 25th of May 1997. So initially the Nigerian government tried to reverse the coup on the 2nd of June of that year, but the attempts did not be successful. So now that 10 day they appoint General Kobe. But then he was a colonel. It was Colonel Maxwell Kobe. They appoint him for like Kanasalo for carry out the mandates of ECOWAS. Because at that time the ECOWAS been the meet, if I not ECOWAS, African Union been the meet na Harare. And then take him say na an affront for the entire continent in heads of states then they meet. And on the very day when at the birthday of Africa Day 25th May, now that 10 day the rebels them combined with the military decide for overthrow the government. So they take a resolution at Harare, say that coup must be reversed. But that same 10 day, Tony Blair, when I was the British Prime Minister, began for fly go down to Harare for lending support to that resolution day where the African heads of states they take. So then it been left to Nigeria, where now the biggest nation within the sub-region in terms of size, in terms of even human beings. So when decide for give Nigeria the mandate, for lead ECOMOG for can restore the democratically elected government. So they sent Colonel Kobe then, at the time, for Kana Salon.
Okay.
And I don't know, because I've been going for how he entered Salon.
Okay.
But maybe time no good day for that able to.
Okay, so let's look at waiting at the circumstances then we lead for make and General Kobe being able for coming for restoration of power for President Ahmad Tijan Kaba.
As I don't give you the background, the country may not do elections. The soldier and the rebel then come together. They overthrow the government on the 25th of May that year when Africa Union Day. So then decide say we get for reverse that. So Kobe came. He left because now from Monrovia he left and tried for enter Salonia with a helicopter, but he encountered some problem when the helicopter about for land. But in the helicopter it did land, but the helicopter land drop in and a small each serve a platoon about 25 soldier man there. Then he take off. So he left them at the tarmac in Hastings. So then a long story, how he managed wriggling away, because as soon as he left them, they enter bush. When they enter, because they see the rebel, they approach them. Imagine they just drop you in a land where you know one they can as a soldier. Then the plane will be you can, you see and they go, the rebel they bust from nowhere. You know, so which means say, if you're not a good soldier, somebody who well trained, now your life done so. But he able maneuver till he end up down Jue, beside the fishing company been there, go into that swamp there, come up to the mangroves there, because maybe supposed to interact with them.
Okay.
And a separate issue and they interact with them. At that moment they will be land here. But it not be possible because if you get a satellite phone and maybe get a land phone, wait for call me. But it not be possible because of this attack where it meets them. So they go inside bush. Meanwhile, the attack force will be there these things. Then don't drive when they see the plane they land for, go pick them up at the tarmac. But they see the plane they go, then they not see them, not knowing that they don't go inside bush. So they just assume say they not drop them. So they call Monrovia. They say, hey, we don't know why the plane turn back. Then Monrovia, they radio the aircraft. They say, no, it don't drop them. It dropped the man them. So it was another episode because they gave a day down that swamp day, say after midnight. But then another different story. Okay. But General Kobe came at that time day where the whole country, I would say, been there under siege. But he able for come. As it come, a regular way out, they're able for go on recce and able for trace out after midnight and bring kind of the camp and later on airlifter go. But in the process, it will get for injury and everything. So we will meet up. Then after now, we go on this mission together with Anna and Julius Spencer. We will now meet Anna Lungi, a whole corner, a day with him. Combat fatigue with a red peep, but then we see a day it's a comfort at back.
Okay.
So he received me with comfort at back. So when we sit on a later, when we get for ask, because I may ask and say, you be supposed to contact me when you arrive. So he narrates how we pass. But a day with we now that place there, and we see somebody with highly disciplined. Highly disciplined. Disciplined to the extent that even with the food, then I could know they eat food where it passed 20 minutes after they don't cook. Oh yes. In fact, that one they saved my life.
Okay.
But I didn't know that story.
Okay, so Ambassador, in your statement, you talk about how the country been there under siege before it came. So with this, paint a picture for we listeners of waiting be happen, we warrant in Kawan.
Okay. As I said, the government don't overthrown, and no government not been there past the the junta regime, when a combination of soldiers, and we were disloyal soldiers, not to all soldiers, but later on the loyal one, them enjoying ECOMOG. Then come together, they overthrow. And then you can't get this situation because people were shocked. People don't know what to do. We just don't hold the election because we not the excuse. We're less than, we say 13 months after election. Whose excuse you get? When the people go out and vote overwhelmingly. Okay, you know, say prior to that we didn't get MPRC, military. So people do not vote overwhelmingly. What if be the reason? So as long as they reject them from the onset, they don't want the government. And we all rule where we can later on. Me and I and Julius. Now for sustain that rejection day, make sure say the people that continue to reject them. And we succeed in doing that. Because we able to make for 9 months in this country, the young people don't know. Nobody went to work, nobody went to school. We did that. The three of us. We were on the radio, with the work morning, day and night, just for sustain that civil disobedience day, where the people let me know back on for say we cannot have this. We don't go through election. We don't elect a government. Allow this government. You cannot come back just about a year and say you overthrow this government. So we come in and say, yes, we deal with one of the people, but then another story because we're not comfortable about radio democracy. So General Kobe came in under that circumstance. And in fact, they may need that because the junta will be don't come. They make sure say they put together a heavy propaganda machinery.
Okay.
Where day and night then they able to talk to people. So everybody will they crave. Say how for counter this? Because then people also don't come. They don't overthrow the government. Now we know they read the government, don't go into exile. Now we nobody and left with them people here. So they were looking forward to the radio coming. Then the radio come. And not just come, they make the people they know say, not to just a radio, but there is a force led by a colonel by the name of Colonel Mitikichi Maxwell Kobe. If I may, when I first get the information, and now before we go, look and meet Maxwell Kobe, where then tell me say, nah, Colonel, if I, that's not to then tell me, that be specific.
Okay,
where Mr. Ambassador Joe Blair, he say, nah, Colonel then send no Colonel Maxwell Kobe. I say, hey, go Joe, how then go pull General and bring Colonel? Because there was a general here, General Achi. Then we Hastings. Now they pull them, let them go bring
a colonel.
A colonel. They pull a general, bring a colonel. Now he said, they say this colonel, he passed brigadier. Yeah, and indeed, because he came in and he make sure say, and we said, made the people that know say, look, you have to be assured now because General Kobe is here and he's a determined man and he definitely he will pull in. In fact, last night with me and Anna they discussed this and they say, hey, I wish we can get them tape then we get voice. And of course the tapes they did, but it tell me late, not net, I'm not being able to go back. Now I can't help them for go get them out so that when I be for able to play extra stuff. Okay. So that people that will hear it in voice, because in voice so commanding, though it talk slow, but when you hear it in talk, you know say this now a determined soldier, and what he say he can't for do, he do, and he always be the tell the Salina people there, let them be assured, say they go pull the rebel there and the junta. And today, if we don't say we do so, not General Kobe, because he make sure say he remove the junta regime and he put because the areas had to be occupied Freetown already.
Okay.
In fact, within 72 hours, they moved them out of Freetown to the outskirts of Waterloo.
Okay.
Okay, Ambassador, continue for the between the program and name na Ambassador Alie Bangura in one of the pioneer them of ready democracy. As in there so today for talk about the life of General Maxwell Kobe and how in return power to the late President Tijan Kaba. We come to the other studio guests when Anna Fullah in one of the pioneer of ready democracy as himself been there during the 10M day with the commander. So you can tell we waiting waiting are some of the why you think say Sierra Leoneans need for member Maxwell Kobe na salon today?
Well, for me, taking off from Osai, Abdul Hakim left. I want for go back to that picture where he been paint, because today it's like we need for take a walk down memory lane for fully appreciate, because some people some Gen Zs not really know who that's na colonel or general, whichever, but latter general Miti Kishi Maxwell Kobe be. So if I follow take this walk down memory lane, because it's now what you will call modern Sierra Leonean history, and go ask you how a foreigner can be chief of defense staff na salon, how he can evolve by battle na salon, and how he gets a whole street named after him na Bo. So if I for understand exactly what in lead we to what we get today. And one thing also we for always remember for talk about now the role we salon people and play. If I for let not forget that, because they always say salon Sierra Leoneans now resilient people we get strong resolve. Doing that 10 day waiting Abdul Hakim no bring out is the condition of the people. Plenty food not being there. People be afraid that they look for outside the station. People are not able to express themselves freely. They're not free for listening to 98.1. But people be just what you call general civil disobedience.
Okay, so
in the midst of nothing, in the midst of suffering, salon people be able to get a resolve with one word. I don't ever see Sierra Leoneans as united as that before. And why it's important for say that now, because sometimes for me it's not just about honoring General Kobe, but it's an opportunity for reflect on ourselves as a nation, as a people, and ask ourselves with all what thing they go on, we need to understand that we get more for loss. So we need for protect what we get. However bad or however good, whatever you choose for column, but we need for protect what we get, as a people, because there have been very bad times where we actually team up as a nation together, despite all the differences we've been get, and we team up for waiting not being the right thing. Okay, so now coming to the man, General Mitikishi Maxwell Kobe, it make me a smile. It bring a smile to my face. And code naming operation name was Lionheart. Lionheart. So if then they talk to themselves on radio, say Lionheart over, Lionheart this, that, and all the rest of it. Lionheart give me a sense of confidence, a sense of security. When we reach the camp, at the base, I don't mean understand what thing they go on. Because as we land, so when we do the setting up of the equipment, test transmission, we go on air, what thing can happen? Almost immediately, was it 3 days after we get attacked? We close up the first segment of broadcasting with the waka at the tarmac. Now we begin I don't wonder me, I do what's in that? I gunshots for more run. And a fierce battle continue. And when you don't understand, when you're in the thick of something like that, you go worry. You don't know if they will come, take over, run down the base. You don't know what thing could be you face. You don't know. So in the middle of that, I've been really, really, really scared. Now the Lionheart, me choose for column, yeah. He get for put me down, explain something to me. He say, "What's he did so? What's we did? He draw." He say, "Yeah, now you call the center, like the operation.
Okay.
Yeah, the middle defense.
Command.
Yes, the command center. So, what's we do so? At the headquarters. So for anybody can it means the need for overrun all the other side there. You say the front, then get the front defense, then get the back defense, then get the soldier man they in front, where they gun them, the point before, the one where they be una then gun and the point so una the middle. So basically flanked on either side by people where they protect una. Then it tell me say yanda the one where they go because at the war is okay. So when they shoot then gun they no go the bullets they no go they can meet we. He say no, they know they can meet we. Then the point we were then at the middle defense, na the operation center there, na the what you call them, the artillery weapons, then the artillery guns, them one the long distance gun, then they saw na them when in the fight go boom boom if you didn't have free talk, So I say okay. He say so then one now, then they able we where they outside in the fire, they go beyond, above the one they were they before and beyond we. They harm them, they go beyond them. I say okay. He say and for really they can meet we now. It means a need for overrun all them people and they then kill all the Nigerian soldier man before they forget to you. You understand that? He say so nothing not go happen to you. It give me assurance. That's because honestly I be get diarrhea for a very long time because I not be comfortable, I not be able to eat. Abdullah Kim go tell you say I go hide inside cupboard, all that kind of thing and they
on that table.
The
table they usually call it.
Okay, continue for David and the program.
Inside the program, we come back to we other studio guests with Zainab Bashir and in a principal for Hill Valley Academy. And Fabul, if you can remember, since 2018, where government began put attention for getting to the education system in the country, one of the private institutions that we don't make sure they're able to play their role in this sector, na Hill Valley Academy, and since 2018, they know they provide high standard education for all students there, and then they offer bridges-based curriculum from primary to 11 years. For no more but this, as they prepare for get the fundraising dinner event, make we get Zainab Bashir, the principal for Hill Valley Academy. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Plenty, thank you for joining me today inside the program. First off, take me through with that background there. Give a small idea of how things don't sound like for Hill Valley Academy since 2018
Okay, thank you. But before I do that, permit me for do one thing. To Ambassador and Madam Hannah, thank you so much. Mr. Fusidona, so I learned so much from what you they talk. And Madam Hannah mentioned something about Gen Z who are not aware of what you don't talk about today. And as an educationist, me go promisuna when I go back to school on Tuesday, I go make sure say that the students of Hill Valley Academy, we go do some sessions. I go talk to my history teacher and my social studies teacher to make sure that this message I will don't get today it go be passed on. Very, very important. Yes, absolutely. And in fact, perhaps I go take you up on that of Ambassador and Madam Hannah. Thank you very much. Okay, so now on to Hill Valley Academy. Okay. I don't forget the questions if we ask me because I've been so enthralled by them guys from 2018 to now. Yes. How we don't tell like well yes, as you know, we are the new kids on the block for say for 2018 to now 7 years going on to 8 years. If you think grammar school 180 PO 100 years etc. I don't go ask una who school una go, but anyway you get the picture. So for we it's 7 going on to 8 years. So how I don't tell like Alhamdulillah, we tell God thank you. I not go say it has been easy, but it has not been difficult either. Me family believe say that there's been positive growth from 2018 to now. If you can imagine 2019 what happened, COVID, schools were shut down. And so from 2020 really to now, we don't make a lot of headway now the school, and I can proudly say that we did try for do we best for bring a very, very high standard of education to the Peking.
Headway in what instance and which are the indicators?
Well, it depends how you look. So first of all, headway in the fact that the school don't grow numerically. We started with 13 students in 2018. If you don't ever go Hill Valley, you see you go see how massive the building is now. Our students population is in the hundreds and hundreds. So that now one. Secondly, in that period of time as well, we managed to get not one but 2 accreditations. So let's just say this quickly. You mentioned that we did do a British curriculum. Indeed, we know they do Becker and we know they do WAS. Let me say this, not to any judgment on them particular qualification, then it's just something that we choose not to do. For give Sierra Leonean parents them a choice. Let's just give that disclaimer there, because sometimes while they talk that, people then they feel say I'm giving some kind of a judgment. No. So in this period of time, in terms of success, what we have managed to do at Hill Valley Academy, we don't get 2 accreditation then from British accreditors. Number one, we are fully accredited Cambridge School. Cambridge International School, and then we also get Pearson EdExcel accreditation. And we're not the only school in our salon which actually have both of those accreditations, so we're very proud of that. Now where the bodies then they come from England and can't inspect the school for can't see if they meet certain standards. So I feel say that one of the success stories. So we're in our center. If anybody want for seats, then qualification day, even if you not attend Hill Valley Academy, you can still go and sit it. So that is a success. And okay, of course, the success again, I guess several picking them on scholarship now Cyprus, I guess student them back don't go university. So success every day as they see the picking and they grow, as a principle.
Okay, so how does this impact the country education sector?
How this impact the country? Well, as I say, we're a new school. 7 to 8 years, so we don't have that much of an alumni to talk about. Not so like school there, we don't live for long time. And in education, really, they look at like 5-year cycles. So how it impact? Well, it's difficult to say, and I'm not going to use statistics on a global scale because we're such a small school. But how they impact me, I believe, say, we're making that impact on a microcosmic level, on a small level to the individual picking them. As I say, as I speak, I get about 12 students there who are in Cyprus on scholarship studying, 2 engineers, 2 doctors, several nurses, some they do computing. But this is a small number of students, 12 in comparison to whatever, because we're a new school.
Okay.
I will say. Yeah.
Okay. Continue for the between the program and name na Zaina Bashir in the principal na Hill Valley Academy as it also today for talk about Hill Valley Academy fundraising dinner. The program Good Morning Salon they continue and we come to the other studio guests we na Ambassador Alie Bangura and the one pan the pioneer them of Radio Democracy as in also today for talk about the life of General Maxwell Kobe and how he returned power to the late President Ahmad Tijan Kaba. So now let's look at Ambassador waiting be the specific action them of where Maxwell Kobe be take for help restore power to President Kaba.
Thank you very much. I left for Nadia for programs Mitikishi.
Okay.
So that you call my info. General Mitikishi Maxwell
Kobe.
I just want to
when I just get a taste of waiting Abdul Hakim bin Talek for work with. When it's on 10 day, me with the talk say I still don't play music. People I need for calm down and take their mind off. It want for talk for morning, one tell me that lady Joy Bori where they do the Guinness Book of Records for longest interview. I think time before don't just join they go epa. Because when it catch AFIC one morning, it talk from almost o'clock from morning till almost o'clock, o'clock station safe. So you get for understand. But anyway, I think just the combination of the different personalities be help for push the agenda.
Well, I think tell them say there was a time where you and Julius take a break.
Yes.
For almost a month.
Yes.
Me one going on the station for that period. Now let's come back to your specific question. Now, I want to let people then begin picture the person in reality. Maxwell Kobe, now a short, stocky, not very dark, but not very bright complexion person, very determined. When you see him, you're going to say, yes, this now should not be joke extensively. And but I will give you certain instances, the thing that will happen, so that people can able to see the kind man where this person be. Now, Anna mentioned, but where they attack we. They can attack we series of times. In fact, particularly the initial days then when we just begin the radio. The FRC can just gang up. And you know, there was a military battalion, Nalungi. So then they team up with them, then they come, then on the southern side of the airport, they come together, they attack the base. One time they repel the attack on the. But one time they attack the base. And 3 consecutive days, the fights are not done. So we all remember, what's that this problem? For say them Boku, or them from Boku. So he said, don't sit down. Then they just wake the next morning. Now I say, nobody know for fire gun. And I told you that pass command. So wait up, who's going to command this? We didn't have bush here, then I had a fire. You say you want to for defend, one for fire. When you don't pass that command, they say nobody know for fire gun. We don't know what's in day 99. You want to know why for 3 consecutive days, you don't believe say they get that number of men. Why this fight is not done? So why we own side don't cease firing, the other side continue for fire. Then he claim up the control tower in Alungi. He goes sit down up. He observe. Bio, they don't mount the ticket all around the airport, including any other structure we had, including one water tank we been there on the way to the market. Now from there, they did the fire. And we own forces there now, they're on the ground. The fire so, believe say the company and they so, the other side. Not knowing that they up. So then they fire with cartridge. But then they fire at me. So you observe that. We want to be saying that that's it we want to do. Night candle, night tell, you might call Gagariga. Remember him? Mm-hmm. The head of the artillery force. They say, your guns, being turned outside for, point the gun there. Brothers and sisters, when they begin release fire, let's stand 40 minutes, all thing quiet.
Okay.
So, and it can happen, say, then you some die in a bush. So we be up that tank there for inside the tank. Then, of course, when the body decompose, you know, the pass and go market, the stench and everything. So that's now the kind of person. Then,
so Ambassador, as a journalist, then tenancy, how you come about for meet this person, and you not been get any moments of fear for live with this person where you know what this person can do?
Maxwell Kobe.
Yeah.
Not to possibly afraid generally, you know. And I go tell you, if I wake Kobe they go on front, he and Julius they stay. I mean they go on front. We they go one time in day, we they go so by the local Masama end. Me in the waka, we don't count on the Moscow, we work on the old school. You don't see old. Now they even come inside bush, then they fire me. They say, let's go. We don't have to answer. So, me, no, I'm not afraid. But like I tell you, now this time you look like this one I just tell you. Pop somebody fire. But when they fire, because they're afraid, because they know say this is a well-trained, well-determined, and somebody we know what they do. So then they fire. You even like it. They fire, then they go behind. So at the end of the day, they all run, go in a bush, or whatever. But that one day, they just want to know how far they from we come.
I think I go and add to what Abdulhakeem they say here in terms of he was a military strategist. He understand battle.
Okay.
Now that's me gain from waiting. But who tell me they working? Do this. You know they do them. They be very calm in all of the rage where they go on day. And one of the things there where myself pick up, then get waiting and we call the war room, or the situation room. Also, outside they mean then get the map of Salon now grown, very big one, 3D. where you go see the hills and this and that. Every single side, you get the opposition first day, then gets and they show day, you know. So inside in I did then they update themselves with waiting they go on a daily basis, you know. We can get some of their reports then they because not we know can talk on a radio, but then it was good for understand what they go on from a battle strategy point of view, if we put on that way they, and even when it comes to, I think one of the things again, the kind of person we be through all of that 10 day things and they happy where things they go lost in temper, you know, because you see a lot of deaths also take place, casualties on the side of the ECOMOG forces. And I can always remember points to that one term where they do, because if they meet with some of the Salon military officers them in the region when they get meetings and whatever, so then get an agreement. I believe General Kobe was a really fine military officer because he obey the Geneva Convention, you know, he adhere to her fully. And one of the things that way can happen if we run out of supplies, even though we're at the fete, possibly wounded, and when I run out of supplies, when they get that kind of agreements, they for allow free movement of vehicles or whatever for them when I get supplies, you know. So then gets to an agreement, say then can come, then gets food we come on Nigeria with them one for cross go with na Hastings na Kototon beside the other soldier man them in there. And in that process where they left, I remember some of the soldier man they were left that morning they now walking they go na the station for opening in the morning, we can get a challenge where they pass, then we'll ask you the challenge for that particular day if na Freetown, then the response may be na Sierra Leone. That na for recognize and identify people if you're not intruder or not into the camp. So obviously if you're not an intruder, you know what the response will be. If you not answer correctly, you can lose your life. So some of them soldier man they working past in the morning, working inside the trench them. Some of them is so glady, you know, them don't gains with the inactivity. You know, they want camp Freetown and all of that. So it was a great opportunity for can cross over. And I remember vividly some of them say goodbye, would they go see Freetown before Una and all the rest of it. So they get the clients for go, not knowing that they don't mind the way. So as they left, you know, reach 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah,
they must cut their all.
Okay, Ambassador, before we come to that, now let's take break inside the
quite
program.
Interesting. So you know the character. Now listen to this one. This one way. It was a day where General Monday, late General Monday, they work college in Nigeria. They can't visit me at the camp. They fly and with a C-1 taxi plane. They come along a day with me. And so, as Anna talk, there has been this arrangement because you see, you go wonder, you know, when you did in a dance station, you learn a lot when it comes to military. We been there in Lungi, now we base, but Salo soldier them in Lungi. But if they're not fair with Plaba, we're not defending Plaba. Likewise, when we did Lungi, so we soldier them in the estates, na Freetown Teachers College, a compound. Then they are, but it's already first then they. So now they refer to so then we don't want out of ration, na estates. So we need for bring ration to them. So we don't load the truck them, the pickup will load cow, yams, rest, all. Then 9, then I say, if we want to come along, I'll say yes. And say, you say, yeah, that is small vehicle. And the driver sit down before, me sit down behind now, Monday sit down behind the driver. As the driver ignites the vehicle, for let move, 9, one of the ladies in the kitchen, now shoulder with a military fatigue. Now he run. They can tell and say, hey, they don't dish the food. If you not go eat before we go. Now he turn down the motor car. Now he say, let me and Mandela go eat. Now he directs him, but they let them go for go receive the ration using the Lokomasama road for go. Now Anna they refer to so. No, they don't mind the road. Yes. So we sit down as we don't dish the food. We not put on our remote yet. Now radio, telephone, the walkie-talkie. Now sound. You they don't enter into landmine. And imagine now anti-tank mine. And they lay for a way normally the convention calls if you want lay mine say anti-personnel mine. Now you they lay anti-tank mine. Then young soldiers that they enter that mine. Then 12 of them, they mutilate them body. If you buy charcoal. When we ready for package them body, then they for send out Nigeria. We get for begin they look, say it's 8 day, I not get foot here too. Hey, look 3 foot now, pull one eye, that's how you can imagine that kind graphically. So we get that kind of situation. So when it happened, now that's the Anna say not the vex. Now that's I see vex.
Now the one thing anyway vex.
Where I see is say today in the bomb free town, say he bring and down. When we go see the body then they all man they cry. As for Anna, you know it's not cry.
Ambassador, we go come back to you, and the time from the studio clock, family, if you just
no before you come back.
We want to take break, and when we come back, we can continue.
No, break today. Let's talk about Maxwell.
Please, we'll take a break, and
for the money.
When we come back, we continue with the program.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue, and we still get Zainab Bashir in the principal for the Hill Valley Academy as in there so today for talk about Hill Valley Academy then fundraising and dinner. So Madam Zainab, so start for tell we about this dinner and fundraising way una they do.
Okay, thank you very much. So the dinner and fundraising what they do now on Saturday the 26th of April, so that is Saturday before the Independence Day, and the dinner they start at 6 p.m. na Hill Valley Academy na Mambo now is school campus. So the purpose of the dinner now for fundraise for carry on for complete with state of the art primary school where they build and pre-primary school. We don't go very far. This is not just the completion stage. And really what you they try for do na Hill Valley now for provide education of a very high standard for all the Pikin in our salon. And one of the things what they do just for giving an idea is we take social responsibility very seriously. Okay. Even within the community, Bambo, we get very good facilities. If you don't ever visit the school, you go see. We feel we hall where they take over 2,000 people. We feel we actually they lend, or when I say lend, we they give them facilities so the community. Those local schools them, so now we all feel then they use for do their sport, or if they want for do their graduation they can use the hall all free of charge. So this is not just part of we own way of giving back, and we believe say if we don't do that, we don't make it cheaper for the school them for hold and sport, then they no need for charge the parents them more money, etc. So this is not something what we they do very regularly at Hill Valley. And of course the field as well open to local to communities as well, schools and people for use that field day after school during the weekends. So we also get plans for build a library which is for community use as well. So the reason why they talk all this when we they ask for them fundraising, sometimes I believe say people then get the idea, for go fundraise for that school day, when are the school they benefit, etc. But two things, I just want to dispel that notion there a bit. Specifically for Hill Valley Academy, beaucoup people they don't know this. Now actually a trust. Hill Valley Academy is actually a mission trust. So everything where Hill Valley Academy go make future in terms of a profit is going to go back towards charity. This is now 100% fact. The owner of Hill Valley Academy now one single individual. Ingo tell you say well not to own the school now everybody own them, because really that na your own personal philosophy where they go by. So really I don't want to let people then look and say this na posh school na money man school, therefore why should I give? This concept for help education, if you see many universities, I'm sure say Ambassador and Hannah you'd agree, perhaps in places like America, Yale University, Oxford, a lot of the universities they become great by donations. because the money of the school alone is not sufficient to do all the things, especially if you want for bring other people then come. So the idea of this fundraiser now for complete this state-of-the-art primary school, of course, that won't pick in and go benefit from them primarily, but we own philosophies. We want to extend our services to perhaps the community as well. We'll go make use of that. So now fundraising dinner, you're all welcome. We will have Miss Fabian Swill as we MC, Mr. Kindo Hamani as we comedian, and so forth. So everybody welcome.
So now look at the different prices.
Yes,
then, yes,
of course. Okay. So the different prices. On our member say una go get good food back home. So we start with bronze tickets at 1,000. Then we get with silver tickets at 1,500. Then the gold ticket at 2,000, and then we get the patron ticket with a 5 million, but that's for 2 people. And then we get the table them as well. If your organization or an institution wants to come, as a table, we get with silver table where they start at 7,000 and then for 5 people. We gold table 10,000 for 8 people, and we platinum table 15,000 for 10 people. So this now really more for corporate people them who want to come. We also get with corporate sponsorship as well, which now another package. But if I can give the phone numbers then for call, if you want to take advantage of them corporate package, then they. So you can call 076 68 14 14 or 078 35 13 43 076 32 87 59. So any one of them tickets then that you wish, you can call. They look forward for seeing all.
Okay, so concern, because you talk about one for complete state of the art building. Take me to how far on the end we need.
Okay, so thank you. So we don't go about 80% finished. The building is already erected. Idede, also we want to do a fantastic playground, for the picking them. The building is already there. We don't tile, we don't do the electricals. What you will need now is the things that for go inside the building, like the smart boards where we want and then kind of thing. But it's about 80% finished. And now because I know one for wait again, so 2 academic years from now, we really want this building finished by September, so that all picking their one for good, they go take advantage of Dandy.
Okay, continue for still 3 inside the program, and we come back to we other studio guests and start for look at the discussion we'll get today inside the program. Famble important for Leone say if you just join me today, we focus on discussion now. We look at how General Litikishi Maxwell Kobe be returned power to the late President Jan Kaba. We get Ambassador Alie Bangura and Anna Fullah inside the studio, one of the pioneers for the democracy. Ambassador, we don't look at events that we be happening before, how the state's been telling, like I want to get from it this person, any impacts now the country when it been come. But going into the focus of discussion, we now the how able for return the power. Was there a movement of civil way una been go about or una been forceful way? Take Famble into.
Okay, we all don't become uneasy and impatient because we don't day now bush day for 9 months. They look forward because each time they tell we say ECOMOG go intervene, because the way the junta regime is so recalcitrant, they don't hire in acting, they don't talk to them, they don't go various talks like Guinea and elsewhere for let them and make them understand, say them for give back power to the democratically elected government. They don't do that. So the people there, all Mami know now say the only way they go able for restore democracy and for remove them by force. So, but then we all been wait now impatiently how this will be. In fact, initially when we go to the camp, we think say this now a matter of weeks, but we did it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, since they go. So it comes so restless. And at the same time, Kobe also want to enter Freetown and get his job done. But then as a disciplined soldier, he cannot until he get command from his superiors there. So we wait for this command, we wait. So what one of the senior bosses there, General Shelpidi. Now he come visit we Nalunge. So he come after him visit during the farewell reception, cocktail way we get from the inside bush. Now he take the visitor's book. Now he writes something. So nobody knows he writes at that moment. When they don't go, all commander all run to go see the book. Where open, the statement was, "I'll be here very soon, and by that time I should meet you in Freetown." So that's the command. That if we enter Freetown, immediately so they begin plan. That's why they begin send troops there. They get for use private planes there. Boeing 727 planes there. They come, they bring 525 soldiers there at a time. The soldiers then come back now, you know. Don't ready. We do by now, we know. Freetown people they don't know, but we keep them going with the radio. So all the necessary logistics they in place now for let we can enter Freetown. So then the day come for enter Freetown. Indeed, then break into Freetown from the eastern side. Come in. Of course, they meet resistance. They say they come, but then fight their way through. But also the colonel will be put in charge. Now Colonel Suboiki. Now he gave the instructions say if the main thing because they spread the map, as soon as they get this map, they show them inside State House there. They say that State House will go capture. They say where is capture State House? You don't know. So Suboiki then come before. And when he captures State House, but the fight is still go on, then tell him, then himself jump, he can't inside Freetown in the Maxwell Kobe. So I think say, me believe say, okay, you answer 90 each. If Maxwell Kobe not been Canada alone, enough for that attend. Because on that day where he kind of Freetown now, we can join Shoboiki then where they don't capture State House and everything and continue the fight. Just around PZ area. Now one young rebel fire RPG. The RPG go each one air condition outside unit is splash. So at that same time day, now he feels something hit and nine belly. Now he all day with and blood. So it's believed that the RPG shrapnel line not go inside body. But then take him rush and take him bring him across Lunge. You know, we get the news, we run, go inside, and we get the medical doctor, we get Colonel Okolo, and a medical doctor, the military, Nigerian military doctor. So we go, imagine, they take this man inside a classroom, one school be there. We put the desk to get a lady man there. The doctor come with a surgical blade, he cuts the first layer, because we want to pull the shrapnel. As an update, so he cuts. Now that's why I know say this skin here, a depot, he cuts, he go first layer, second layer, and not say nothing. Now I say the man for swam up. I say, what okay, the thing? He say no, just show it up. So then swam, believing we all believe say sharpness the inside. So when he come back, he say until in there the rebel the last rebel na Freetown, they no go pull that in the inside belly because you know get help for Willie Lone Hospital. Okay, then we can finally succeed for get rid of the rebel that they can. So that's in the nine belly. One time he did also on a Sunday night call me. He say he feel bad. We go. He say I think at this thing. He say can go down. You know, this Dr. Johnson Taylor. We did down Waterloo Street to like Boston Street. Not to our go and host. We go to theater. Not any lights not being there. Not in the country. So in fact, now Chinese lights to light. It's time for me now late Dr. Johnson Taylor now able to pull the thing. When he open and finally pull out, not to RPG shrapnel, now actual bullet. Now I go inside. I pull out, okay, clean up and so on. But I believe say that one day the poison will not enter the system because this was after months. So he continued and the inside until one day the next call will almost say you don't get attacked. They can't go now church ramps here. We go there, now range plane can take go Nigeria. By the time they reach Nigeria, less than 48 hours, they pass away. So this man way, for me, unique, very unique. And then na man we every Sierra Leonean owe something to not just him but to Nigerians, because I'm not saying no more lost in life as a result of this. A lot of Nigerians then die now. We get a situation where we get to go exhume bodies there now Hastings, where the body then the only way we identify them now because when they bury them, then they write their name on paper, put inside bottle, bury them with the corpse.
Okay, continue for the between the program and name na Ambassador Alie Bangura in one of the pioneer them of where the democracy with the council with other studio guest and a Fullah. So now Madam Fullah, look at waiting at the lesson then we will learn from the General Kobe in efforts we make for restore power and how we able to apply this scenario now country in future.
Well, I think love of country and one of the big lessons that we Sierra Leoneans need for land. Recently somebody make a comment and myself agree and make a similar assertion that the love we get for we different schools where we attend, whether na grammar school, whether na Annie Walsh, na Prince of Wales, whether na Bow School, if we get just a small fraction of love day for Salone, that love we get for Arsenal team football club, if we get a little bit of that love day for Salone, it will carry we go far. But a lot of times you realize, you see that we don't really like Salone. This wonderful nature we God give, where we all born, we don't like her. Because sometimes we hear Salone person, they talk about Salone, and they wish for bad things that will happen to Salone. Like say, in not to parts of this country where the bad thing happen, in will be affected. And I see love for Salone from a non-Sierra Leonean winner, General Kobe, which stunned me, but it impressed me as well, because he do the ultimate. He sacrifice in life, like how we Christians today, we remember how Jesus lay in life, right, for the sins of people. But General Kobe practically sacrificed, because any soldier man, once you enter into the army, there's war. Now the people and the way they give their life for we. So he sacrificed in life for we Sierra Leoneans. You willing for do that for your country, for foreigner able to do that? They ask yourself the question. You willing for do that? Okay. How many of we willing for do that? He went that far for Sierra Leone. Like how Mr. Bangura say, and myself will tell you, one day in all of we term with General Kobe, close, we not see effects except that one time where that incident they happened, and that was when he came out guns blazing, say I will bring Freetown door. Now we been get for end up the big and safe. Say do ya, if you know say right now you not get the command, the authority for enter inside Freetown, then you need for stop, because at the end of the day they will turn the guns on the civilians and you not go find there will be a bloodbath, So, but another thing where I will say I take from General Kobe in all of this as a soldier, a fine military officer, very brave, as I say, lion heart, possibly not lion. When they describe lion as the king of the jungle, it gets lion heart. You hear what Mr. Bangura say? Yeah. Even when he sustained injury, it continued for faith. Even through all of it, every single time they push. Now be that kind of person when I say person in the fatigable, the tire. And when you see the commander, a day before, because they call him commander, a day before, he not tire. Why you for tire? And in all of that, guess what? He loved God.
Okay.
He had a passion for God. He made time for God. There was a small chapel on the base. He be the preach day. It will shock you, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, military officer. He get time for that. But he also like other things. Them, I believe, say be the farm, gets farm in Nigeria, and all of that. So when you sit down with him, he gets him for tell you all the things in the. So now be a man of many parts. Now be a husband, a father, and a very fine officer. And one of the things where I like about the military and the discipline, very discipline officer. When the takeover of Freetown take place, they begin come with prisoners of war. Some people and be there, we don't they make certain comments on radio. If they catch there, or man them, they get the name Mark Jabon, would then be they call the Nigerians and all the waiting and get for do and all the rest of it. Some of them people then they capture them. You see some of them when they bring them come in. They sit down at the airports, they sit down at ground. This soldier man they want for they tempted for do more to them, physically and all the rest of it.
One soldier man kick and
yes.
all the person in because
very high profile.
They kick her. He put her in that room.
Yeah. Kobe don't take her anybody in hand. You not go maltreat any prisoner of war. When they talk about adhering to the Geneva Convention and a one person, of course you get the people who will fall out of the way, but anything will come to attention, they take any other officer and neither the other ranks. So well disciplined, they respect human rights, and now that you want for seeing a military person, and for some are up now somebody fights for the restoration of democracy. In contrast to waiting people like say Sojaman, they don't like democracy, but he was a lover of democracy and he gave in life for Salon people. And if we there today, apart from God, we owe him to him. And I'm happy that we're able to immortalize him through the streets, name of the streets, Nabo, Metikishi, Maxwell Kobe. And I hope that we not will allow in memory for die. This is the 25th year of in anniversary of in death. But some of we come into contact with them. We were blessed because we get to know them at a personal level.
The program Good Morning Salon they continue and we can to be studio guests when Zainab Bashir and the principal for the Valley Academy as in there also for talk about Valley Academy then fundraising dinner. So inside this fundraising and dinner for take place.
Okay, so the fundraising dinner they take place now with school, now with campus, now Hill Valley Academy, which located in Mambo by Bolo Junction.
Okay, so waiting at the time and date again.
Okay, the date now the 26th of April, Saturday, and the time now 6 p.m. Now we start.
Okay.
Continue for still to inside the program. As we round up, we come over to one of the pioneers for the democracy, with Ambassador Alie Bangura. Ambassador, as we go once you round up, give me a date when the overthrow or the power go finally to General Tikishi. Yes, fine.
On the 10th of February 1999. Because the coup, 1998, sorry, the coup take place 25th of May 1997. Then we did from that period, say 9 months, February 10th, we stop back the democratically elected government. But one important thing during your intro, Madam Conte, you mentioned about General Kobe, say, as a during a contribution. Mentioned about General Kobe being Chief of Defense Staff. Because yesterday I talked to somebody, I tell and say, General Kobe, when I Nigerian, was made Chief of Defense Staff of Leone. Because when President Kabade, the democratic government restored, Patamba come back. And now we know who that within we own military we now a high rank for be appointed now as Chief of Defense Staff. And we did that one. So he look around and he say, no, not now. Because a lot of them want their way, let me for consider, don't collude with the junta regime. So he asked General Abacha, who was there, we now person we at least we as Leone for also be grateful for, because now he sent Kobe Naya and their Komok troops. So he approached General Abacha. He said he need for General Kobe, he specifically request for General Kobe for take over the military and retrain the army in Sierra Leone. But fortunately, not for long, because they do that for less than 2 years before he passed away. But imagine a Nigerian for head of the military. Things were that bad, but it was necessary at the time. So as we say, this is a wonderful man. And of course, in story no end, we're just restoring democracy because he stayed on. Because after the government restored, just 11 months after, on the 6th of January 1999, the rebels they enter freedom again. And then Kobe get for stand up back again for make sure say, but that's a story for another day.
Okay, thank you for this one. And we come over to another person at the studio, Anna Fullah. Anna Fullah, we don't look at all of this entire story centered around leadership. Whose lesson we the leader they now in the country for learn from this on how for all the people for make impact we like when they talk about love all go come inside.
Well, I think for me, General Kobe, there was some words the way Ibide talk when even Ibide encourage the soldier man them we being rebel for let them give themselves up, let them surrender. He talk about being soldiers, we go fight, but we go live for fight another day, you know. So it's not only that, it's about, for me, it go beyond that. Now that even as a leader, right, if you do something way wrong, you make a mistake, you get for humble enough to admit that yes, I make mistake or I do wrong, and you decide for turn and you leave and do the right thing. And I think in General Kobe we see a lot of humility. Mr. Bangura's describer, saying a short person, not get better height and all the rest of it, but a man with so much valor, but yet so humble when you meet him, so modest with all in achievements. You want to see that in a leader. It's not about your might. And I think one thing Obama say, Africa no need great men, we need great institutions. So you hear way Mr. Bangura say the then president asked permission from or for the approval from the then leader of Nigeria, General Abacha, for allow General Kobe for be the chief of defense staff. Obviously there was something in him. He led by example. You don't hear read the story them examples about how he, even though na war, even though na the opposite side, and there are times in war, in battle, people and there's no accountability. People and all things say therefore treat the other side right or fairly. They want for kick the other person. They want for abusing human rights. But I will tell you, say from very close quarters, we see General Kobe as somebody who protects the human rights of the other side. Where he easily follow he led by example, and because he lead by example in soldier man them, the other people that will be the lead begets. It's not all about do as I say. It be actually they make let them do as in they do. So a leader, if you do lead by example, do the things where you want the people. Where people see yourself they do. If not for let people then come walk alley, you say for can walk alley.
Okay.
And when you do that, they other people then go fall into everything else will fall into place, because if the leader they can alley, who done out for come late, So a lead by example, proud, very humble, modest person, fear of God, and he puts God before in everything way they do. Every Sunday it be the worship another chapel day. We get the Air Force commander when I be the main chaplain. Interesting for see soldier man then we say, but then as I say, he gets a fierce passion for Salone and for the mission we even get. So when you get responsibility, not treat it lightly. Do it with all your heart, your body, your soul, and at that General Kobe do. Elect Salone, pass some Salone people and self. I will tell you that with me full chest. General Kobe elect Salone, pass Salone people. Some.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I know we will talk about, but I see that to the extent where it go. So that for me is a lesson, not just for we leaders, but also for every Sierra Leonean. Not so just who Timap will sing the national anthem, we recite, we pledge. What it mean to we? And this thing about we all think na business transaction. If now them people and they been still fighting for the restoration of Sierra Leone as a business transaction, that would never have happened, because they before buy them over. But when not to alter na money for put before. Okay. And this life is not always about money. Sometimes they get for stand up for values, for principles where you believe in as a leader and also as an ordinary citizen of the country. So we see sometimes in the way they do, Mr. Bangura, they do news briefs. You will get story about how they apprehend some motocar them with gun them under petete leaf or cassava leaf and all the rest of it. So how them thing and they move, because you get people who they collude, people and they way they take for small money, they're willing for sacrifice the lives of them people.
Okay.
So these are the lessons for me, some of the lessons we I think say we need for land. Put your country first, and like you say, not waiting your country they do for what you they do for your country.
All right, thank you very much for that advice there. And Fam, we would like for continue with the discussion, but because of time we go draw the
last word. The last word they go to we historians. I think it's time they begin to think for recent history, and because when you look, this now 25 years ago, almost young people they know volunteer. Even somebody maybe 10 years old at that time, who is 35 years old now, don't know what they talk to. So imagine that generation from 35 years, they can't know nothing.
Okay.
Yes. Because yesterday, when I make the call, we did at this program, saw me staff them in my office. Mm-hmm. And it's strange to them. Because they are all less than 35.
And for that to it, Mr. Bangura, so when you get that disconnect, history will always repeat itself. When you get a disconnect with history.
Okay.
You get that disconnection, the ego repeats itself. Why somebody will call for learn and make coup in this day time if you know what you don't go through?
Okay.
Because there's a disconnect. Because with history, we don't forget her. Very recent history. We foresay never again will we allow Sierra Leonean blood to be spilled for absolutely no reason.
Okay. Thank you. Where you join me today inside the program. Well, Fambul, this edition of the program. Good morning, Salone. Go left you